Hello, hello, guys. Hi, Annette and Laura and Mitzi. Hi, Mitzi. And Diane and Thelma and Laura and Mary R. and Roberta. And well, there's a lot of conversation today. I hope everybody's having a good day today. We're having a good day today. Lost my lost your bow maker. Boy, I have like 17 of them sitting here around my desk because it's the one tool I just absolutely cannot lose. So I have way too many bow makers. Hi. Okay, let's see. Today we are going to make all kinds of fun things with our remaining little book pages. I have no idea what we're going to make. I just started playing with this moments ago. I have this beautiful sheet of poinsettia acetate. Oh, I know we have to use that. Let's see what we've got here. Oh boy. Let's see. All right. Dizzy Debbie. Dizzy Debbie's actually less dizzy today. So that's a very good thing. I've had 3 days in a row now where I've got enough and the room has not been swimming before my eyes, which is a very nice feeling, I have to say. I still feel like I'm kind of one bubble off center, but that may be a normal state for me. Hi, Mary T. Hi, Sharma. Yep, that may just be the way of things for me. Ooh, that's a beautiful piece of acetate we have left. Well, I think we should just get to it and make something, huh? Let's just make something. I love this piece of acetate here, or parchment. So I think we have to use that first. I have ordered a few more luxury kits. They should be in a week or so.
Jane wants to know what's one bubble on.
A little tipsy. Oh. I kept telling Bryce yesterday how much better I was doing. Then I stood up last night and had to do the balancing wings. He said, "Yeah, I can see you're completely better." But it's better than it has been. So I am confident that the new allergy meds are working. Oh, I'm not sure if I said hi to Brenda. Hi, Brenda, if I didn't say hi. Good to see everybody. We got a full house today. Well, okay, he said. Oh, James. I can tell if we were hanging around about you and Bryce would just be ruthless. I'm going to take this beautiful piece of parchment and I'm going to put it, I should at least probably before I do this, figure out what I'm going to put with it. Maybe that's all I want. It's beautiful. I do have this though. That could be really nice, but I think I'll keep that. Don't have any other. Oh, there's another pretty one. I might be able to make that work. Let's try that. I almost want to make two out of that instead of just one, but I'm going to make one big one. I'm going to put this piece of parchment down on this. Oh, look at that. Look how that looks when you put that parchment over a white card, guys. There's the vellum. And look what it looks like when you put it over the parchment. Wow, sir. Hi, Miss Sparks. I'm feeling so much better. Wowzer, look at how bright that looks, how that brightens up when you put that over the parchment. That's beautiful. I need to find a pair of scissors. Where have all the scissors gone? Long time passing. There. Everybody around me's going, oh, don't sing, don't sing.
I was going to join in. And we'd empty the room.
But we'd be a merry bunch, wouldn't we?
Where's the door?
Dennis wants to know where's the door if Susan and I start singing.
Ask for the mute button to get
Oh, you
Press my
guys.
mute button, darling.
You guys.
do what?
Press my mute button.
Ooh,
Okay,
this
so
is
what
going to be
one have
pretty
we
on
got?
here.
Point
I almost
here.
hate to cover it up with all that. But let's cut this down and see what we think. Don't put it on yet, Susan. We're just going to see what we
Trying to
think.
find it. Crocuses, what is it? Poinsettia. Oh, I've already got it out. Goodness me.
You're fired.
Okay.
That's pretty. What do you think? I think I should put some gold behind it, though.
It's not the right one.
Make it stand out a little bit. It's really beautiful, though.
Okay, poinsettia. It's a
Hmm.
crocusy. It's a poinsettia. Has it got the writing on it about poinsettia?
This one. It's in a box, a blue box. That one. No, that's not in a blue box. It's in a blue box.
How far down was it in your pile? Because they should be in the same order unless you.
I don't know. My pile is now all jostled about.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
that's all I have.
That one.
you found it. That's it.
That's it. Okay, got it.
I
Don't
trimmed
panic.
it down some.
Nobody panic.
I trimmed it down to where it just almost touches here. Let me show you on camera. I trimmed it down to where I have just like 1/8 of an inch on one side. It almost touches the foliage on this side, on the bottom, and on the top. That's how I trimmed it. I was actually thinking about that, Sharma, maybe roughly fussy cutting around it. I actually was thinking about that. But I do like this too, because I'm thinking about just loading that up on a piece of thin border. But I do think roughly fussy cutting around it would be nice too. Well, let me cut my mirror board down and then we'll decide. So I'm going to cut my mirror to where I have like 1/8 inch border around it. Ooh, that looks pretty. That looks pretty. And then let's see if we have on our tag sheet. We do. We have a tag that says poinsettia. So what happens if I do this on a little piece of Mary? And then I add my poinsettia tag. And now coming off the side. Only thing with that one is it's exactly the same color. Let's see. Be nice if there was one that was I have this tag, and I have this tag. How can I make this stand out? Background. I like the idea of this tag. I have a perfect space for it. But what happens if I put this on some background paper? Or maybe give it its own. Oh, you want a white bow? A white bow might be a good addition. A white bow might be a beautiful addition, actually. Brittany thinks it's a horrible idea because if we do the white bow, it means she has to cut ribbon. I want to see what this would look like if I just take this extra little piece of Mary that I had left. Ooh, now I like this. I'm liking this. Okay, we got a plan. All right, here we go. I'm going to put this, maybe. Okay. I'm going to put this. Oop, got my finger in the glue. Oh well, probably the first of many times today. The super skinny border on my gold. Okay. And now I'm going to trim out that super skinny border on my little flower stake here. Which just is going to separate this from its background just a little. There we go. Oh, I like that. We're going to put the little poinsettia flower stake there. And then we are going to add some foam squares to a couple things. And we're going to add some stickles.
Whoa, stickles.
Stickles. We're going to have some stickles.
Stickles. Oh, butterfly it the right way.
So I'm going to use some tape flags to put my image on my all right. Okay. I'm going to put my little book page on this mirror board with a skinny little border like that. I'm going to put some foam squares under here. Here, you're going to need this, Susan.
Okay. Thank you.
And let's see, foam squares. If I were foam squares, where would I be? There's some. Okay. The mirror board makes this paper heavier, so it is nice with little book pages. If you want to layer things, you need to put something firm underneath them so that they will stand up properly. Otherwise, they just kind of don't have enough substance to them to stand up. But mirror can be a just wonderful addition to your little book pages, especially since they don't have any foiling on the little book pages to give them that added character. I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to go, it's going to be skewed to the top just a little, like here, which will give me a perfect place to put my plant stake, which I'm going to put one layer of foam squares at the top of my stake, and I'm going to have a double layer of foam squares holding it up from the bottom, because it won't have the first layer under it where it goes off the page.
Oh, it would help to take the paper off the first one before I stick.
It does work better if you take the paper off the foam squares.
Yeah.
Just a little something I've learned, Susan. Okay. There we go. That's pretty. Beautiful. Okay, we need little stickles. I was amazed how many of my little book points said match the 3D toppers. Excellent. Okay. This happens to be Stardust because that's what I grabbed. Any of my iridescent stickles are going to look beautiful on this. And you can see that I am not taking an awful lot of time with this. I'm just kind of roughing in the stickles. Now let's come down here, put a little on this big one. Light-handed with the stickles. And one more thing I want to do as I'm looking at this is I'm going to add just a touch of gold to the center of these flowers. And now I think we're done.
Okay.
There we go. That is our beautiful card. Beautiful.
Well done.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay, one done. I set that way off to the side so I can't knock it off or lay something on it. Okay, that was our first one. Let's see what else we have here. I have more poinsettias and more poinsettias. I have this poinsettia acetate left here. that needs to be used for something. For sure, for sure. I'm curious what it would look like if we put the acetate over. Looks like etching when we put it over the gold mirror. I don't know if I want to, but that does look nice, but not sure yet. Let's see what other little book pages we have left here, and then we'll decide. Looking to see what else I have in a poinsettia. Because I have this acetate that is crying to be used. Therefore, it must be used. There's a beautiful poinsettia. Ooh, that looks pretty when I just lay it on top there. Okay. And I also have this one, which I think could be really fun. Okay, so I have 2 poinsettias to choose from. I think I'm going to use a I think I will use a 5x5 card.
5x7. Okay, got it.
A 5x5.
Oh, 5x5.
Which would be this one. I'm going to use a 5x5 card. I think I will do some fussy cutting on this one. It's so pretty. Huh?
I got that one.
Yeah.
Pardon? Did you say something?
I think it looks better on this side. Can I turn these over? I believe I can. The writing's upside down if I do that. But I'm not sure anybody would ever notice that, because that could be really pretty. If I fussy cut along the edge of this. Okay, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try fussy cutting. Okay. And I'm just going to rough cut rather than really truly fussy cut. Just kind of rough cut along the edge of this poinsettia.
Leave the butterfly in or take the butterfly off?
I'm going to take it off for now, but I think we might add it back in a different place.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, there's my card. Where's my card? There's my card. Okay. All right.
Is that down the side or the?
What?
Is that down the side?
Yeah, I haven't put it on yet, but that's
okay.
where I have it.
Where it's placed.
All right.
And are we putting the writing on or not?
What?
We having the writing bit on?
We're not cutting anything off the acetate. It's going to go underneath here. I have one blank spot here that it's going to cover up too much if I use this one, I'm afraid. But it actually might be really pretty. I hate to cut it up just in case, but I think I'll only have 2 poinsettia cards anyway. I'm going to cut out this big poinsettia from here. I'm not going to take all the foliage. I'm just going to take the flower itself. Maybe the leaves that go with the flower, but only the flower. Excuse me. We still have snow forecast for tonight, honey? No. No snow forecast tonight. How about tomorrow night? We still have it then?
Yes.
Huh? Yeah? So maybe we have snow tonight. And we almost certainly have snow tomorrow because all the forecasters agree, which probably means it won't happen.
Okay.
Over where Paula lives in Spokane, Washington,
Oh,
they are just getting a blizzard. They had 4 to 6 inches of snow last night and another 2 to 4 forecast today. They're getting a lot of snow. It's not unusual for Spokane to get a lot of snow. That's one of the things I loved when I lived there is we had 4 seasons. And I enjoyed that very much. If only Spokane could be closer to the ocean.
They can keep it.
They can keep the snow?
Yeah.
I like the snow.
My biggest ever icicle in Spokane. It must have been like 3-4 foot long.
Wow.
I think if it had dropped, it would have killed you.
This is going to look pretty, guys.
Okay.
All right. So, what have we done so far?
Nothing.
So far,
Nobody asked you.
we are going to put our acetate down on this sheet. I'm going to put some adhesive on the left side of my card. And I'm going to come in.
On the left side.
Yeah, I'm going to come in about almost halfway with another strip of tape.
Okay.
Hi, Ruth. My joints do a better job. You and me both, Annette. You and me both. You're funny. Okay. I'm going to put my acetate down on that adhesive I just put down. This is going to be pretty. That's going to hold my acetate in place. I'm going to cut this off, even with my card. It still have a pretty flower left there. We might have to use for something. We'll see. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put this piece, this fussy cut piece, over the top there. So let's just put some adhesive on that fussy cut piece.
Coming down. Okay, so we have the words in.
Yeah, the words are kind of upside down, but you can't really tell, so it doesn't matter. I have my words upside down, but I did it on purpose.
I bet you say that all the time.
I do. I wouldn't.
Don't
Admit
to
it.
nothing.
Don't admit a thing.
Yeah.
I wanted it on the right-hand side, and that's the only way I could get it on the right-hand side, so I did it anyway. Otherwise, my butterflies were all going to be upside down, and I didn't like that. And hardly any of the words show when we're done, so. Now I'm going to take this piece that I fussy cut, and I'm going to put it on some foam squares right here. I am going to have to put, unless I put this up on some cardstock, I'm going to have to put lots of foam squares under this because, like we were just talking about, it's... James says he predicts snow by going outside.
Get it out the window.
I'm going to take this. I'm going to put quite a few foam squares under it so it will be held up nicely. Bryce is fixing us some scalloped potatoes for dinner. Oh man, he makes good scalloped potatoes, guys. I'm telling you. So we're excited. Brittany came in and said, "What's that?" Because she likes them too, don't you, Brittany? They're so good. Brenda says it's 64 in Phoenix and she's shivering. Quite a few foam squares under here, guys. Really hold that up good. There we go. See what I mean? A lot. I put a lot of foam squares on there. Now I have to touch them and see if they're all sticky. Still got paper on some. All right. See one more there. Now we're going to put this up on here. I'm going to position it so that I'm not covering that pretty butterfly, because that butterfly in the lower corner is really pretty. Look at there. Now, I think we must have some stickles here. Of course we must. So let's get our little bottle out. Do I want anything else on here? I do still have a poinsettia stake. It actually kind of looks pretty down there. In order to put it on, that would have to. Oh, I could do it that way. What do you think, guys? With or without the stake? Is Thelma going to bed already? Good night, Thelma. What do you guys think? With or without the stake?
Can't see the stake. Need
Right
to
here?
back it.
Nah, I don't need to back it. I kind of like it there. without, with, without, without, with, without. I think the withouts win. I do kind of like it there. I do have to say. Without wins. Okay, Mary. Without wins. Now we have used all the one of each of the poinsettia toppers from our little book, because we used 2 on this page. Now I'm stickling my big flower of outlining these petals. Seem to have a little, there we go, a little clog in my stickles. There we go. It's moving again. This big flower's pretty because you can really get the sparkle to the big flower. So we're going to make a kit that has all the pieces that we're using today, plus any of the toppers or any of the little book pages that we didn't use elsewhere are going to go in that last kit. So you get a nice selection of little book. You're going to get some acetate, you're going to get some parchment, you're going to get some card blanks to match whatever we do here today. And we will have done a very good job then of using up our entire collection of Heavenly Winter. Excuse me. Just about time for a sip of my Coke. Come on. Why my stickles bottle keeps? I think it's because it's almost empty. It just runs out. There we go. Which one?
A Stardust.
Oh, I'm good.
In case you run out.
I'm good. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to put some gold stickles in the middle of my poinsettia flowers because they want it. Oh, I know what else I could use on here if I wanted. I felt like I wanted one more element here. I know what else I could use. If I want. I'm going to join my flowers together there a little bit. Okay. I still have, if I choose to use it, I still have a couple pretty little butterflies that I could add back in here if I want another element. I have the white one, and I have this little brown one. I'm going to get this little brown one. going to put it up here. And by putting that little brown one up there, it also allows me a place to put it also gives me a place to put another little piece of adhesive under my acetate, kind of hold this corner down. Yeah, if I could get the tape off it, as I just cut it really small. Yeah. Ah, good, got it. Okay, so now I have my adhesive there.
Where?
Up in the upper right-hand corner, I put a little tiny piece of adhesive, and then I'm going to put this butterfly on top of the adhesive so it doesn't, the adhesive doesn't show. Okay. And I'll put a little butterfly there. Okay, I think we're done. What do you think? Pretty good, huh? Yeah? We like? I like it a lot. Okay, we'll put this one over to dry where I can't get into a mess with it. All right, let's see. I think that one's about done. I do have a butterfly left on this one that I may decide I need for something. I'm going to keep this. Probably won't have use for that little piece of parchment. It's poinsettia, since we've now used up all our poinsettia toppers, but never know. All right, what's next? What's next, I say? We have butterflies. It's white cardstock. Look at these butterflies, guys. Here's the butterflies. Look what happens when you put one white. The writing shows, the light blue behind them shows. Isn't that pretty? Let's see what we have that goes with these butterflies that we might be able to use.
Oh, okay.
Have to go this way. Well, what happens? Let's shift gears here and see about a piece of 5x5. Maybe even a 6x6. I think we have enough of this. Oops, that's a 5x7. 5x7 might work. Let's see. Let's look at the 6x6 and the 5x7. Okay. I have this.
So we got a 5x7.
I've got this. I know I actually have a 6x6. Now that I have that, I'm not sure it's what I want, but I have it. Let's see what else I have here. No. Yes.
Ooh, yes.
I do like the brown.
I got that from Yay, me.
I also have this piece of vellum left. Oh, now that's nice. I switched vellum, Susan.
Okay, butterflies back.
This doesn't look like it has anything on it until you put it down on the white card.
Writing.
And then you have writing. It's beautiful. I like these together. The winter roses. Let's see what we have for a saying for that. What have I got left? Winter jasmine, mistletoe, hello, winter jasmine, orchid, mistletoe. Nothing that goes with winter roses. But I do believe here in my lot of things, I have an especially for you that goes great. Here we go. This is especially for you, Susan.
For me? Oh, thank you.
Okay, we're going with this one. I love this together. I am going to trim just a tad off of my little book page, just a bit off, so I can put it on some gold Mary, because I think with the brown, that gold Mary and the cream vellum are going to be beautiful. So I'm just taking like 1/8 of an inch off all the way around so that I will have room to add. Just curious what this would look like. I'm not saying I want to do it. No, I don't like that. I'm going to take this Mary and I'm going to add a small border around my.
What size Mary did you grab?
The small, not the smallest. The smallest is European A6. You want the 6x6 Mary. I'm just going to put a tiny border around this. 1/8 of that much. You can cut this on your paper cutter if you're more comfortable doing that. Just a tiny bit. Okay. I'm going to find my tape. I'm going to use some tape flags to put this down on that mirror board I just put down. Okay, I'm going to position this on that little tiny border I've created. My hair out of my face so I can see what I'm doing. You're welcome, Roberta. I still have Animal Kingdom little books I'm working on too. I kind of got distracted away from them, but I do have one started, so those of you who believed me and purchased that, I will try my best not to disappoint you, and we will come back to that. Okay, now I think this is going to show through. I'm not certain of it, but I believe it to be. So I'm going to test it. This is the Heavenly Winter, Kim. No, actually, I'm amazed that that does not show through, but it doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and put some tape down and put my parchment paper down. We're finishing up today with the Heavenly Winter Kit. We've been working on that the last several sessions, and we are getting some really wonderful results with the topper sets and then little books, and really, really nice. Okay. We're sold out of the parchment, we're sold out of the kits, and we are sold out of the inserts, I believe. But I just ordered a few more. They should be here in a week or so. So if you wanted to do more than the kits, you want to go for the whole enchilada, you'll be able to do that in a week or so. My vellum was just a little bit narrower than my card, so I just trimmed my card just a little. Okay. I kind of like that. Okay, this is what I like. This does have our mirror board on the back, so I could definitely layer it. I'm going to put some foam squares behind here. Thank you. I should have some sitting right here, but I don't see them.
I saw you looking.
Oh, I bury things as I work. Anybody else do that?
No, never.
Do you guys spend as much time looking for your stuff on your table as you do in
My
creating
first
stuff?
option is looking on the floor. I'm terrible.
Okay, here we go. I don't need as many foam squares on this because I have that mirror board on the back, right? Okay. I want to put this slightly askew. Why? Because I like it. I'm going to go this way though. I go this way.
Sure, butterflies are the right way.
I'm going to go like it back here a little bit more. I'm going to put this especially for you, and I'm actually going to make this straight even though the card is skewed a bit. I can imagine what your dining room looks like, but that's because I work in here. Okay, now I think this might just want another butterfly. So we had that little leftover butterfly. Where'd he
White
go?
one.
Where'd that little butterfly go? A little partial piece of paper with the butterfly on it. Really, I did. Honest.
I found mine.
Did you find yours? Did I pick mine up and toss it? I might have.
No.
I can't imagine I would. I thought I set it off to the side. There it is. Okay. I'll take this little butterfly. Some pearls would be nice, actually. I have pearls. Brittany's probably saying, no! She's over there glaring at
Actually,
me.
I'm saying, I'm assuming that you're counting them for them.
These are white pearls. Colored pearls would be nicer, I think. Oops, except now I got little pearls all over my desk from my box that kind of jumped open. I really have them all over my desk. Well, I'll just gather them in one place for now rather than taking time to pick them up. Do I want the pink? Maybe. I want the gold. Gold might be nice. Let's find out if gold will do the trick. All the ones I have packed up in here are silver, or the great big gold ones. I don't want great big gold. Okay, here we go. All right. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 2. 4. Okay, what, Brittany? I think we have gold and silver on the gems card from Hunkydory. You can cut those up for the kits. How's that? Okay, here goes Susan.
Oh.
We have 2 big ones and 4 little ones.
Any glue on them?
Yep.
Okay. And it's the ordinary glue, or is it the best glue ever?
No, just ordinary glue. And I'm gonna put, left my glue uncapped again. Deborah, why do you do these things? Why, I ask you, do you do these things? Come on. I'll put a big one with 2 little ones. Little stickles. And I think we'll be there. Let's use this one. It's funny how dimensional these roses become when you put the stickles on them. They just look now like they're layered. Okay, there we go. That's 3. Okay. The 3, let's do another one.
No.
Okay. How are we doing for time, Bryce? Ooh.
5 o'clock.
Oh, we've only been at it for an hour and we have 3 beautiful cards. They gave us this piece of brown in this, or gray in this set. And I'm wondering what wants to go with that. Actually, that pink actually looks really pretty good with that gray. Not so much the blue. That actually looks nice. Oops, off camera. That one looks good. Let's see what else we have that looks good with this gray. Oh, it's another one of those. Isn't that funny? That looks good with this. Oh. This one we might be able to fit on a European A6 card. That might be fun. Let's see. There's a European A6. Oh. I'm going to close this up before disaster strikes. Because I believe it will if I leave it open. Okay, let's get rid of that. And let's see, where's my European A6 here? There is an A6. I wonder if this could look fun on European A6. I think it could. Let's try this gray. I'm going to cover my card with this gray cardstock. Looks like it's a little narrower than my card, so I'll trim that a bit. Yes. Oh my goodness. I told you guys about the night I was working when I knocked a 4-ounce jar. I think it was a 4-ounce jar of black diamond glitter
Oh,
on the floor. Oh, my.
That's your, you don't remember the hot off the press clear glitter, the gigantic bag that you dumped all over the floor?
Well, that was different. That had a hole in the bag. When Hot Off the Press was having their quote unquote going out of business sale, I bought some 15-pound bags of, was it 15 pound? 5 pound? 10 pound? I don't remember.
big.
I think they were 5.
Were they 5s?
I don't remember.
5-pound bags, huge bags anyway, of bulk glitter. And I was filling little jars with them one night, and I did not realize that the bag that I was using had a hole in it. So I'm tipping it up and pouring into the little vials, and the glitter was pouring down my lap and across the floor in an equal stream to what I was getting in the little vials. It was a mess, I tell you. Oh my gosh. They wouldn't even let me get up. They made me sit still while they went and got the vacuums. It was terrible. What I hated was I wasted all that glitter. That was the worst part.
We're cutting all the gingham off.
I'm cutting all the gingham off. I'm keeping the little green stripe, and I'm going around the dragonfly wing that goes slightly down into the gingham.
Keeping the green stripe.
That looks pretty together. Okay, I got that. Now what am I going to do? Well, first I'm going to fix my white because I still have white showing. Both of those episodes happened in the house, or excuse me, in the shop rather than the house, which is probably about the only thing that saved my life. Okay, do I want a little bit of gold around this or not? I'm not sure. So I'm going to look at these little pieces. Hopefully sufficient to do what I want. Oh, I do like that. I do want that. So I'm going to put this piece on a piece of 5x5 card. Trim off the bottom. Five by five, Mary. Okay. All right. There we go. Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Now, what else do I want? This is paper whites. Let's see what kind of tags we offer. But they're not called paper whites here. What are they called?
Crocuses?
It might be crocus. It doesn't look like the same flower, though. Winter jasmine? No. Mistletoe? Winter, no, it's not winter jasmine. It's not mistletoe. Winter jasmine. Huh. It's not either
Is it
one of
snowdrop?
those.
Is it a snowdrop?
Snowdrops, that's what they are. I don't think I have a tag for those still. But I do have a happy birthday. That's pretty. Why don't we use that?
Why not?
Why don't we use that? And it's actually outlined in the blue that's in the cards. So let's do that. So you're going to need one of those. Here you go.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to put this up on some foam squares. I think I'll put this up on some foam squares too. Then we'll add some glitter to the flowers. Okay. I had my own foam squares. Then you gave me foam squares.
You eaten them.
I believe so. They've got to be here though. Let me just dig. I've simply buried them, I believe. Are they on the floor?
I got heaps of them. That's it.
Susan's giving me more foam squares. I don't know what I've done with 2 sheets of them now.
Find them when you're not looking for them.
And well, my dizziness is so much better. Weaving my head around and looking on the floor is not a good idea. Okay. Whose sheet was covered with glitter? James's sheet. Go back up and let me see what happened to James's shirt. James once came in the room. He put on a clean t-shirt from the dryer, a shirt that I washed with my glitter clothes. I can't wear this to work. Oh. Okay, let's see. They're really wanting some ribbon on this one. Let me see. I actually think we're pretty much filling the space, but let's see what we can do. There's not really much room for ribbon on this one, guys. I'll give you ribbon on the next one. There really isn't ribbon. There really isn't room.
Are they trying to just torture me?
Huh?
I said, are they trying to just torture me and have you add ribbon everywhere?
Yes. So far, we actually haven't used any, though.
I know.
But we're going to use some on the next one. Once we get the glitter on the paper whites, this is actually going to look really pretty. Watch and see if it doesn't look really pretty. This might be one that wants a couple pearls, though. Okay.
I didn't say that.
Can the next one be pink? Sure. And that said, why didn't you tell me I had glitter in my beard and my hair? Poor James when he put that shirt on. You're not gonna believe what the glitter does for these little paperweights. So, honey, I saw you had a seriously sprouting plant in your herb garden now.
Seriously sprouting.
For Christmas, I got Bryce one of those countertop herb gardens with a grow light. And we've been watching it every day. It only took 3 days for the first plant to sprout. You're not going to believe how much this glitter does for these little flowers. I'm telling you. I've done these before, and I know that they just really respond well to glitter.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It doesn't show as much on camera. Come in just a little bit, honey. Oh, there we go. Now you can see. Isn't that pretty? Now, if you still want something on there, we can put a couple pearls up at the top. I have pearls all over my desk, as I said. We'll use a couple of them. Let's put them up here in this green. Come on. Whoops. That pearl was upside down when I put it in the glue. Okay. There we go. How's that, guys?
Okay.
I actually bought some barrettes for that very reason. Roberta, I have a bunch, and then Bryce brought me a bunch for Christmas. The one I put in to come out here today fell out before I even got started. So I have to.
Have some little pearls, please, Debbie.
Yes, you may, as soon as I capture them. There's two.
Sleeping pearls.
Oops, it was on my finger and I missed it. Okay, and I have to go to the container to get the third big one. And those are all little escapees there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards done. Let's do one more. 5 will be a pretty good number for Thursday night. Hello, Pam. I hope you're feeling better today. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's another escapee pearl. They actually look pretty just on the sheet. See that? I don't know if you can tell. See where the little pearl was? They actually kind of look pretty just scattered. We might have to do some of that. Okay, let's see which pink ones I have to choose from. All right. So we have orchids. We have this all over pink. Let's see what we have left. Oh, we have that beautiful, we have to use that. We have that beautiful piece of butterfly vellum somewhere here. So let's see if we can't do something that incorporates this vellum. How about maybe a 5x7, and then we will add a fussy cut flower to it. Perhaps, we'll see. Don't like those together. I would like something tall and kind of slender if we're going to fussy cut it. I actually kind of mean rough cut rather than fussy cut.
That's Sikkim and this tall.
What's that? Yeah, this one here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was looking at that. This one brings a lot of color.
Yeah.
And we have this orchid that's also colorful. That looks pretty. Okay, well, I think no matter what we do, we're going to start by covering our, I think we'll use a 5x7. Let me see here. My butterflies are directional, so no matter what I do, they need to go this way. I think we'll use, hey Kim, you're the one who wants pink. How about this one? Do you like this one to fussy cut around? Or you can choose. I'll make it fit no matter which one you pick. But I think the technique we're going to use is to fussy cut around it. And we're going to fit it on a,
Don't eat.
Teddy's here. We're going to fit it on a 5x7. Which would you like, friend?
You gotta stay. I know.
If you want pink underneath it, we still probably have time. You haven't glued down yet, have you, Susan?
No. No.
Okay, but you can find me some pink in the shelves, would you, babe?
Paper?
Yeah. We can try that underneath and see what we think. Love the pink background with layered flower on top. This one?
How fancy do you want without pink?
Just regular pink cardstock, I think, because we're going underneath this vellum. That's too red. Do we have any just pink? All pink?
It technically is pink.
It said pink.
Oh,
It's a whole pack of pink.
here have shapes under them.
What's that?
They have shapes on them.
Oh. Okay. Well, go back to the pink pad then.
Here, well, let me hand it to you and I will keep working.
Okay. We should have enough of those to get 5x7s out of them. This pink isn't. Oh, there's pink. That's pink.
There's some right there. I was looking through those. Okay, hold on. Yeah.
This is nice.
There's these also.
Let's try this one. That's much better than the darker. Okay. Oh, really? Really? Do you want to let him visit for a second? Oh. Oh, it fell in the garbage?
Hi.
That's still good. Hi. Hi, buddy.
He's gonna run.
Hi. Can you sit? Hey, look. I know Dennis is over there, and I know you love him. Hey. He said I don't love those treats as much as I love Dennis. Whoops. Here. Sorry. Woof.
Oh. Hi.
You got your Dennis over here. He is so into seeing Dennis. He's just not even going to be still for a minute. Hey, can you say hi to everybody? Oh. This is one of the gifts Bob gave Teddy for Christmas. He said, please. Sit, please. Sit.
I'm not making
Sit.
eye contact.
Sit. There you go.
I'm hiding behind your chair.
Yeah, now he really wants you. Okay. All right, go get Dennis. Go get Dennis and Susan.
Hi. Oh, come. Oh, good boy.
Oh, all right. We're going to use this pink. They can't see which pink because it's on me. There we go. We're going to use this pink.
Okay.
All right. Need a 5x7 of pink.
Get into, aren't you? Aren't you?
Just wants to go further my face.
Does he get cold? He actually has really fine fur. And he does get cold. He's a big snuggler at night. He snuggles right in between us as close as he can. But then I'm like a blast furnace when I'm sleeping. So he never stays too long that way. Once he gets all toasty, then he moves to the
He's trying to get to Susan.
foot of the bed. But he is a snuggler for sure. Okay. Get Susan a 5x7 of this here. I didn't do a very good job of cutting this to get 4 5x7s, but we'll do a better job. Okay, Susan, here's your pink.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go ahead and cover our 5x7 with our pink.
Put the grainy side out.
You can go either way. I'm putting the grainy side down personally, but
Okay.
the textured side, one size smooth. This is Basil Basics cardstock we're using, and that's what will be included in your kit. We are putting the textured side down, not that it makes a whole lot of difference. It's getting hot in here. Maybe it's just my mama bear sweater. I'm going to trim my card just a tad because I didn't put my dopper on straight. They get in a hurry.
house is gonna be jealous when you go home.
Yeah, it's no Teddy.
Now look at him, he's so relaxed and happy over there. He just all cuddled in with Dennis. He just didn't want a thing to do with sitting on the table today. He didn't even want a treat. He just wanted to get to Dennis. He loves Dennis and Susan. Almost as if he's saying, Mom, let me go. I have friends to see. All right, there we go. Now, I believe we checked this before, and we were okay with the tape line, but I'm going to check it again. Okay. No, I think we're going to be fine with the tape line. These parchment are very heavy, and we're just not seeing the design through. So I think we're okay to go ahead and put tape down. Mary R says, I'll cuddle with him if you'll ship him to me. And here's one of our folks who like to jump in and mess with our postings after the fact. Won't you delete that person, please? Huh? Okay. All right. Here's our butterflies on pink vellum. Now we'll layer some flowers on it. So I think your point was just give me something that it will be layered, not a specific one. So I'm going to go with this one because it's the least cutting. I'm going to keep the butterfly on it because it's pretty. I'm cutting the tag off, but I might put the tag back in using a real tag.
We're keeping the butterfly.
I'm keeping the butterfly.
Both butterflies.
Yes.
Okay. You're talking to Teddy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not cutting a super fine detail. I'm cutting it in a bit, but when I get to this fir branch, I'm just going to rough cut around that fir branch because there's no way I'm going to sit here and cut in all those little spaces. I might cut the larger ones, but I was kind of generally rough cut around those. So I have a couple of other ideas we're not going to get to today, but let me give you a few other ideas for using little book pages. You can use a little book page in some of your nested dies. So let's say, for example, you have circle dies. You could use these little book pages are just a little under 5 inches. So you could use like a 4-inch circle die I would put your little book page down on some cardstock, and you can cut layers. You can use like 3 or 4 or 5 little book pages the same, put them on cardstock, and then cut progressively smaller circles out of them, and then layer them up and make your own pyramid die or pyramid image, you know, where how you get those, you line up the pictures just the same, and you get that layered kind of look, but you're using circles or squares or diamonds to do that. That's one idea you can use for a little book page. You can use acetate and vellum like we're doing, and you can just do so many things by just using acetate and vellum with your little book pages. Ooh, that's pretty. So you can do that. You can, let's see, you can certainly do traditional decoupage where you cut out, you know, different elements and then you layer those elements. And that will look beautiful with your little book pages. Obviously, you can combine those with ribbon and bows and other things to get some beautiful effects with your little book pages. We've tried using little book pages with our mirror board. We've used little book pages with our cardstock pieces with our adorable scoreable. We've used little book pages, let's see, using more than one page to combine the different elements. I'm looking for that gray piece of cardstock in case you're all wondering what I'm doing. I'm just curious what it would look like if I put that gray back under here now. I know I had a half a piece left. There it is. Woohoo. What do you think, guys? Set it off with the gray and then a little bit of a little bit of Mary around that? Or should we just go straight to, I think this disappears a little bit. 3D toppers, yes. Let's try putting a little piece of Mary behind here directly and see what we think of that. For our, ooh, that's pretty. How about we do that, guys? I could even do, since I still have a piece of this, I could put the gray, no, I don't like the gray, and then I don't like the gray as much as I like the gold. Okay, I'm gonna glue this piece on here, then I'm gonna trim this down, and we're going to use the mirror board directly. That's what we're gonna do. Now, normally I don't glue onto mirror board, but I have so many rough cut, you know, fussy cut little edges that I think glue is going to be a better option than tape here. Even if not every piece holds, it will hold more than it would to get tiny little pieces of tape on here. So I'm going with glue. Okay. I'm going to try and keep my fingers out of it.
That's no fun.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm going right out to the edge. got one little piece I missed glue on, clearly. I'm going to have to clean that up a little. There we go. Now I'm going to trim this. Bryce, will you get the hats off the sofa, please?
What hats?
The hats I made, they're sitting on the sofa. I want to show those because at least one person said she was interested in learning to knit. I want to see if they see them, if any others might be interested in joining in that.
This is like cut square.
Okay, and then this is at cyclamen or whatever. How do you say it again, Susan?
I call it a cyclamen, but
Cyclamen. Europeans call it cyclamen. I think the other day you guys said here it's cyclamen. We may put that tag back in here. Let's see what we have. I have orchid, crocus, winter. I do have a cyclamen. Oops, I have one. Huh. I think there's another one of these, Susan, somewhere. I'm not sure I like it now that I got it there. And to show you, these are some of the ones I have not yet given to my family and Kelso. But these are the hats that I was making for Christmas using my loom. Here's one, two, three. I don't put pom-poms on the top of them generally because then they could be for guys or girls depending on the color. This is using our material that we used, our faux fur that we used in our scarves that we finger knit last year. And look at this one, guys. This is maybe my favorite.
Mhm.
Look at this one. I want to show it to you. This is made using all my leftovers from the faux fur. I just tied all the pieces together and I made a hat out of the leftovers. Didn't it turn out pretty? So I just wanted to show you what I was talking about to see if anybody else out there is interested in doing a session on loom knitting. Kim said she is. She wrote to me. Is anybody else interested in doing a session on loom knitting? I'll go with anything, Mary said. Okay. Lynette says yes. Kim says yes. Mary says yes. Okay, let's finish our card up. If you're interested, please say so. Diane says yes. We can get up to about 5, maybe 6. I'll do it. Kim R. Okay. They're turning out really, really fun, I do have to say. Oh, your hat would go with anything? Yes, it would. It's super soft too. One thing about that faux fur, it is warm and beautiful and soft and super duper warm. This card might need ribbon. That's actually a great idea, Mary R. Sorry, Brittany. Let's see. I don't know if I want to do it. Let me try doing it with this piece I already have cut here. But if it isn't what I want, then we may go to a darker or a wider ribbon. Let me just try this, Susan, before you start doing it.
Good.
I'm going to do a 5, 5, 1, 1. I think I want lots of petals. 5. 5. Hi, Thelma. Glad you're back, friend. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I have no idea. I just doubled everything to try and give me a little fluffier bow. Good to see you, Muriel. Okay. Should not have double tied that. Not even as I did it. This is probably a mistake. It was a mistake. I have to redo it. I think it could have been pretty. Is the book die from last night listed? Yes, and it's in your newsletter, I believe, Diane. You getting the newsletter? Oh, speaking of which, who isn't getting the newsletter? You're not getting yours? Okay, well, look at that. Somebody else isn't getting the newsletter. It's been kicking back at us. Shoot, can't think of the name now. Whose it is? We have 2 of them that are kicking out on us again. Mrs. Sparks, I'm not getting the newsletter. Tell you what, Ms. Sparks, go to info@simplyspecialcrafts.com. Give a link, if you will, honey, please. Go to info@simplyspecialcrafts.com. Give me your name and your email address, and I will get you on the newsletter. I'll look and see if I can get more, Kim, okay? The doily, of course, got marked down because it was only one of them. It was actually kind of funny that it was a brand new item and I marked it down. But, I told you I marked down a lot of the one first, and a couple of those happened to be things I was showing last night. Okay. Is the newsletter the Wednesday sales ad? Yes, Sharma. Oh. Well, you know what? This is not working well with this little ribbon trying to tie this great big bow. Not in when I'm hurrying in a class setting. Actually, maybe I just got it. Let's see what it looks like on there anyway. Maybe I'll substitute larger ribbon. I do think a bow looks good there. Okay, I need what do we got there? Brittany, you want to come and check our ribbon supply? I think True White's good on this one. For a 515, I just need 2 feet. Do we have 5/8 in True White? I could use off white if we needed to.
5/8 white. Isn't this white, and this is cream?
Yeah. Do we have plenty of that to get our kits done? Oh,
You
okay.
have 4 rows.
Okay, cool. Let's do white. Thank you. Oh, Susan's gonna need one too. You knew that. Never mind.
She knew that.
You didn't know.
She knew that. Okay, tying a 515 on the red comb. If you're on a blue comb, it's a 575. Now, somebody wrote to me yesterday and said it was not one of our regular subscribers. Someone wrote to me in the comments and said she wanted to know the name of the bow maker that we were using, but somehow the link didn't come through and I couldn't answer you. So let me answer here in hopes that you watch us again. The bow maker that I'm using is from Embellishment Attic. It's made by Tattered Lace, or it's one of the affiliate companies of Tattered Lace. They are made in Europe. They are made for a while, and then they're retired for a while, then they're made for a while and retired for a while. Right now they're retired. So you will have a hard time finding it from anybody but us in the United States. You can get them in Britain from a company called Ribbons and Things, or it's Ribbon something. If you look for Embellishment Attic bow makers in Europe, you'll find that there is one company in Europe that does the same thing we do. When they are available, they grab a bunch of them. And so they have them and we have them. Okay. I think I'm going to take this up a little higher. I'm going to put my bow right here across the bottom of the stems. And I'm going to put that little cyclamen tag, and I will find you one. It's
Okay.
here on this desk somewhere, Susan.
I'm not panicking.
Okay.
Soon, but not yet.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this down to my vellum. I left my glue uncapped again.
You can't blame anybody but you, though, for it.
What?
Leaving the glue uncapped.
No, I can't. Leaving the glue unkept is all on me. That is all on me. Stop. Come on.
No,
There we
no.
go. Oh, I've like to never got it need to come out.
Okay. Best glue ever.
Yep. Then we're going to the best glue ever for the bow. I'm going to attach this little cyclamen or cyclamen,
Flower.
whatever the correct pronunciation.
You know what
Are
I
we
mean.
doing cards on Saturday? I'm glad you asked. I told you yesterday that we were doing it unless Bryce disagreed. And when I asked him, he said Saturday is a holiday. And that was the end of discussion. So we will not have class tomorrow. We will be back next week, starting with What's New Wednesday, and we will get right back on track. One thing is that gives me the weekend to potentially get ahead of you guys a little bit now that I'm feeling better. And so I actually think that might be a good idea. Give me a little time to get ahead of you and get some things done so that we can get some kits out there ahead of you. I think that next Thursday night we are going to do hats.
Woohoo!
We're going to do hats on Thursday
Okay.
using loom knitters.
I'll do hats because I do gloves and scarves, but I don't do hats. So
Well,
that'll
now
be
you'll
good.
do hats too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to do hats next week. I'll get some.
Is this
Are you
flat?
gone next Thursday, Annette? Or you're, oh no, I'll miss you tomorrow.
Flat. Tape.
Okay, this is going to go on here. Right there across the bottom of our bow and right across the top of our tag. And then while that's drying, I'm going to put a little stickles on here.
I'll do mine at home because it takes so long to dry.
That's probably a good idea. These, whether they're cyclamen or cyclamen,
Yeah,
they
flowers.
look really pretty with stickles on them, I have to say. It really brings the pink out. I think you'll like this loom knitting, Kim, and the girls will like it too. You can teach the girls to do it or they can watch along, and you will be surprised how easy it is to get really beautiful creations. So, this is our card. Here is our bow. I don't really want to stick it clear down because it has wet glue on it. But I do want you to see our finished card. And let me just stick it there. Worst case, I might have to add a little extra glue. There's our card. I will get a kit put together for you, Miss Sparks. It would be good if we were all using the same yarn. I'll take it easy on you on the yarn price, though, I assure you. But I will, I'll get a kit together for you, and I actually have the loom knitters in the store. So let me put a kit together tomorrow. I think that Brittany can toss those together for us tomorrow. And we'll get those up so that if you guys want to follow along next Thursday, you'll have a good chance of having it in hand. And then she is a girl. Both those girls are girls after my heart, Kim. Okay, let's look at what we've done today. Oop, knocking stuff on the floor. Here's one of our cards. I have to take this bow back off after I show you this again. Here's one of our cards. Oh, that's good coming in. Look at the way that stickles looks on that pink. That's beautiful. I'm going to take this off until this dries good because it's counterproductive to have it on there before it's dry. So let me show you this one again closer up so you can really see the sparkles. That one. Today we did this one. And we did this one. You're welcome. And we did this one. 5 cards, hour and a half, I believe. What time is it?
6.
Oh, it's 6? Okay, 5 cards in 2 hours. Next time, we will be making beautiful hats. Beautiful. And we will, and we'll show you a quick and easy way to get these beautiful hats finished. We'll actually finish one in the span of our class, and that will give us plenty of time for chatting too. So there we go. That's what we're going to do. Is there any questions, comments? Yes, I do use a round loom, and I will have kits available tomorrow, guys. You can make a hat. I promise you, if you don't think you could make a hat and you can't do it, you just cannot do it after class, you tell me and I'll refund your purchase price on the loom. That's how confident I am that I can get you making a hat. I don't knit. I don't knit and I don't crochet, but I hand crochet and I use looms. So there you go. All right. So I will get your loom kit up for tomorrow. And then we will be ready to go for that next Thursday. I'll put some pictures of these up so you can see them. I think we'll make the chenille one in class, and then I'll tell you what you have to do differently if you want to use the faux fur, because you do the faux fur differently. Happy New Year's, everybody, and we will see you on Wednesday for What's New Wednesday. And you guys have a terrific, happy holiday weekend, and we will see you then. For now, I'm going to say good night, Gracie.